What's up, you guys? It's your girl, and I am back with another video. And today, it is definitely going to be a story time. It's been a while since I've been motivated to make any type of video. You know, life has been happening, and a lot's been going on. A lot is still going on. But today, I felt it on my spirit to do this video because I have had friends, recently that have put themselves in a situation that I was in the past, and nobody wants to see their friend or family member go through that. So today I'm going to talk about my first abusive relationship. This is a lot because I really don't like to talk about this particular relationship because one, I was definitely way too young to be in any type of relationship, and two, the stuff I did and was forced to do for this man. I can't even call him a man. For this boy, oh god, I'm about to start crying. For this boy was just so degrading, and it was just a lot. So let's get into the video. Okay, so this kind of started in 2004 when we first met. I met him through my friend Quay, who I guess him and her grew up together along with this other group of boys. And he was really cool. I had no problems with him. He was a sweetheart when I first met him. He was gorgeous and beautiful at that. He looked like a lighter skin version of Jay-Z with hazel eyes. And at 14, 15, I thought that was fucking gorgeous. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought this man was beautiful. So we started hanging out, I'm spending way more time with him, and at this point, I'm really sheltered. I really couldn't go out and do stuff like other people. So I would be going home, later and later, and then it escalated to me sneaking out at night. Because at this time my mother used to have a job at Macy's where she had to work overnight or do a night shift or something like that. So I would have the room to just hang out late. Now the first incident we had was we were outside, everybody's hanging out, and you just see him starting to get really agitated. He kept messing with his phone, and I just went to rub his back and be hey, you okay? And in the middle of the block that we were in, there was an alley. He literally yoked me up by my throat and threw me in this alley. Mind you, everybody is around, and he did not care. He just had me pinned up, was squeezing my throat. I could not breathe, I could not talk. And at this point, all of my friends and his friends are standing at the opening of the alley just watching. Nobody felt the need to stop him. And me, I'm babe, what's wrong? I'm clawing at his hand yo, what happened? What I do? And he was yo, you getting on my nerves. Yo, why don't you leave me alone? Da 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 da. And I'm alright, but what did I do? You don't gotta. And then he kisses me. So I'm sitting there okay, what the fuck just happened? You literally just went from choking me out to now you want to kiss me. I later found out that the girl that he was dealing with for years had walked down the block, and they had been arguing through text message, and he didn't want her to see him dealing with me, so he threw me in the alley and was close, choking me to keep me quiet. Okay, so a couple days after that happened, him and the girl actually called me to basically tell me how much they love each other and all this other bullshit. And I'm alright, well, I just got dogged out, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. 6 months later, I think I'm about to be a freshman. Oh no, I am a freshman. And I see him, me and my new friend Beatrice, we had just came from picking up her little sister from the daycare up the block from my house. He's walking up the block. I'm walking down the block. So he sees me, he like, oh, what's up? You don't know how to talk to people? And I'm like, oh, what's up? You know, hi, bye. He literally turns around and continues to walk with me down the block. And he was like, yo, how you been? It's been a minute. And I'm looking at him like, do you not remember what you did to me? Like, do you not remember you and your girl calling me? And he's like, yo, I'm my bad for that. I was young and dumb, feeding me all the bullshit. And my dumb ass, I'm just sitting here soaking it up. I could have sopped all that up with a biscuit. Alright. So we get to dealing with each other again. And, you know, at this time my mom still had that overnight job. So I would be able to like spend all the time from the time I get off of school to like 12, 1 o'clock at night with him. So I particularly you can kind of say I lost my virginity to him, because this time I was willing. That would totally be another story time, but I lost my virginity to him, and after that, like, it was just kind of like a regular thing. We would do us and, you know, chill. I would always be at his house, and he was living with his grandmother. So I'll be at his house, and his grandmother is like, like now that I'm older, like, was kind of like suddenly dropping hints like, baby girl, why are you here? Like, what are you doing with my grandson? Like, I guess, like, literally try to drop gems on my ass, like, to let me know, like, this is not where I need to be. But, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was hard-headed. I was in love. So I'm cleaning his room. I'm doing his laundry. Mind you, I wasn't even doing my own goddamn laundry. I later found out that he was dealing drugs. Now, at that time, everybody was reading like them hip hop erotica books where like the nigga was like this big drug dealer, and he was spending all this money on his girl, and I'm like, oh, so my dude's a drug dealer. This is about to be my life. Once again, dumbass. So I remember him starting to, like, give me bags and like telling me to go drop this off to this person, and during this time, like, during all of this, like, I would be either getting slapped or punched or like just straight out getting my ass whooped. I remember one time, like, his grandmother literally had to like come in and break us up because she thought he was getting ready to kill me. Like, he literally had me in the corner of his room. I'm balled up on the floor, and he's like wailing on me. And through all that, I stayed. Wouldn't leave, nothing. Had me dealing drugs for him, all types of shit. Like, then I stopped going to school for a little bit because he wanted me to always be with him so he could watch me. Okay, cool. So I found out that one of the girls I was in middle school with, my previous middle school with, was one of his best friends. Her name is Crystal. Crystal was real as fuck, because she would let me know, like, look, baby, like, you can't be with him. Like, this dude is playing you. He brings different girls over here all the time and and I'm like, wow, no, he wouldn't do that to me. He tells me he loves me and all that. She, like, would literally roll up my sleeves and show, like, me my arms and be like, do you see this? Like, this man is going to kill you. So one night, it had to be like January, February or something. We're all outside hanging out. He pulls me by my hair into his friend's Crystal's apartment building. He's in the lobby, like, I think he was drunk or high or both, I don't know. But he's like trying to stuff his hand in my shirt, trying to stuff it, like pull my pants out. I'm like, yo, like, chill, like, we in public. Like, I'm not about to give you nothing. Like, in public, like, you're bugging. He wasn't hearing none of that. Literally wrapped my hair in his hand, because at this time my hair was deep, wrapped my hair in his hands and drags me up the stairs to the top floor of Crystal's building. It was like one of those 3-floor buildings, and like took me onto the roof and like was beating my ass on the roof. And then once he was done beating my ass, flipped me over and proceeded to have sex with me. I am bawling, my nose is bleeding, all types of stuff. In the meantime of going through all of this, I am trying to lie to my mom about where all these bruises is coming from. I told her everything from I be having fights at school, girls be trying to jump me, oh, I fell, or I walked into something. I remember I had his handprint on my neck, and I told her that like after the gym I put my belt around my neck, and not realizing that it got caught together, somebody pulled it, so that's where the bruises came from. I had his full handprint on my neck, but I'm lying to my mother and telling her it's a belt. Oh Lord. So after the whole roof situation, we go back outside. Crystal sees me. She takes me to her apartment to clean up. Her sister, I'm also friends with, she looks at me and like, yo, you gotta stop. You gotta let him go. You gotta let him go. He's gonna kill you. And I'm like, no, I should just gave him what he wanted. And you know, I'm continuously making excuses for this boy for how he treats me, and you know, nothing is changing. So about 2 months after that, in the middle of the 2 months, you know, it's the same shit. Jesse don't get what he wants. He gets agitated. So he had a friend. I cannot remember his name. We were all hanging out one night, and him and his friend, they left the room, left me in there. So I'm just chilling because I'm always at Jesse's house, you know, at Dom's house. No problem. Comes back. And his friend comes back in the room and sit next to me. And I'm like, yo, where Dom at? He's like, oh, Dom had to go make a quick one. Okay. But what's the problem? So his friend started rubbing on my leg. And I'm like, nah, you know, you wildin'. Like, Dom friend can't fuck with you like that. Like, you gonna get me killed. And he was like, nah, Dom said it was okay. I'm looking like, you're lying. Dom would never. Dom would never. Ha! You're bugging. So, friend just continuously, like, just rubbing on me. Trying to, you know, kiss on my neck and all this other stuff. And I'm like, this nigga is crazy. Like, get off me. Like, you're gonna get me killed. Then Dom walks back in the room. Oh, yeah, I got the party started without me? Excuse me? What you mean we got it started without you? Like, nigga, like, your friend is, like, trying to get at me. Like, get him. And he was like, oh, no, me and him always share girls. Nigga, I'm not just some girl. Like, I'm your woman. Like, you are not about to let your friend get on me like that. Like, you know, handle this. And so Dom starts kissing me on this side, and he was like, you love me, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, you trust me, right? Yeah. You know, I would never let nothing happen to you, right? Yeah, but what does that have to do with this situation? Why don't you just let my friend get some? You're asking me to have sex with your friend. Okay, I said no. Because what girl with self respect would have sex with her man's best friend and her man at the same time? Not me. I proceed to get up and walk out the room. Tom follows me. I'm about to hit the front door. All I feel is like the sharpest pain at the back of my head. And I drop. And then I just feel myself I felt like I was floating. And everything was really blurry. And I see just the ceiling. And all I see is the hallway ceiling. And now I see his room ceiling. And then I feel myself hit the bed. Still out of it. Really couldn't see. Dom was like, why couldn't you just do what I asked you to do? How do you gotta make everything so complicated? And I'm like, how do you make something complicated? I don't want to have sex with this man. Like, leave me alone. Like, not even just, I don't want to do it. Like, I'll sleep with my boyfriend. That's one thing. But I am not about to sleep with his friend. And I'm just saying, no, like, come on down, let me go. I don't care what you do with any other bitch, just let me go home. Before I could even get my hands up to like push him away, Dom is holding my hands. And man had the audacity to put his hands over my mouth. And I feel somebody pulling at my pants. I just start wilding like, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. This man not letting this happen. And then I feel him on top of me. And I just feel pain. And I just start bawling because, like, at this point, you already won. You already got what you wanted. And Dom just sitting there looking at me, just laughing like this shit is funny. And then they switch. And they continue to switch for like an hour. And then when they were done, I was like, I told you she has some good ish, right? And his friend was like, yeah, girl, we gotta do this again. So I tried to get up. And I stand up, put my clothes on. Yeah, too bad she a hoe. Can't let her go. I'm a hoe. You just made me have sex with your friend. But I'm a hoe. Okay. We get to an argument. And this man like beat the shit out of me. And I woke up. I was sitting in Bronx Lebanon's emergency room by myself. I don't know how I got there. I don't know who brought me there. But I was told I had fractured ribs, broken nose, and a couple of other stuff that I really can't even remember. For a year after that, it just kept getting worse. Beatings kept getting worse there. And it wasn't until one day I bought my god sister around him. And in my face, this man decides to kiss my sister. Now, I can't blame my sister because she ain't know no better. She was young and dumb like I was. And I should have known better than to bring my little sister around somebody like that. But, you know, they were with me for the weekend and he called. And if I didn't show up, you know what that meant. What happens the next time I came around? It's just finally one day, I just had enough. I'm getting disrespected left and right. I'm getting bitches calling my phone telling me how they have my man and all this other stuff. After that relationship, I used to be scared to death to go to Boston Road. And that was the way I would have to walk to school. I would be terrified. Like, if I was going that way, like, I had to have a group of people with me or a bunch of dudes or something, because if I saw him, like, the amount of fear that would run over my body, it's crazy, oh. I don't know where that man is now. I wouldn't be surprised if he in somebody prison or he dead. But that is my abusive relationship. Most of that story that nobody really knows, I tend to keep it to myself. And, you know, some of that stuff I didn't even tell my mom or any other of my family members. So if you happen to see this video, I am so sorry that I kept that away from you. But yeah, made me the type of person I am. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you write them down in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, make sure you like this video, no matter how devastating it is. Yeah, I wish everybody a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.